Hey guys, I'm taking this opportunity to demonstrate PageMakerKit. So I have a project that is ready to go, and we are going to use PageMakerKit, aka PMK, to design it. And to make this thing more interesting, we are going to design it directly from my phone. So I'm going to go step by step. It might be a lengthy video, but it just gives you a good idea on how PMK could be created using only your phone. You don't need a desktop computer. So first things first, we need to get our information. So what you're going to do is get that information from Google Drive. So let's go ahead and open up our Google Drive. And we will share a folder with our developers, our designers. And for this project, it's going to be OI, IFBB. There it is right there. So when you open the folder, you'll see a bunch of photos that belong to the site that are going to go onto the site. And you will get perhaps a logo. You will get what's called a header. And most of all, what's mostly important is the instructions. That's going to be in a Google's document, in the form of a Google document. And let's go over these instructions. First of all, you'll get the title, Athlete, Oi Carlton, and then a little bit about theme properties. Background should be black, fab button should be pink, header fonts color should be pink, and whatnot. You have white fonts and a full bleed. As you scroll down this Google document, you will get a title header. So anything you see in red brackets, such as this OI logo right here, that means it's an image, or it's an image node. So as we scroll down, you can see it's self-explanatory, link OI Carlton. So you will be creating a link that specifically just says OI Carlton. And we have her bio here, which we'll cut and paste later. And then there's a little caption that's going to be added to this image called Show NPC News. You can see that right there. So scrolling down further, you see there's more links, a link called Blog that we have to create, 8 photos that will be going into this blog. And you'll see a few highlights. Right now, it's a starter website, so we don't have a whole lot of information. So you're going to see a few customized captions that we have to put, that we have to match with the photos. And blog comparison, that is the name of the photo that you'll be matching this caption with. Scrolling down a little further, we have past shows. And 15 photos should be, that are labeled show, will be on this past show link. My services, and we could cut and paste that. Also appearances and contacts. So we have all our instructions here. Let's minimize this for a second and look at our drive again. Okay, so everything should be organized. You should keep multiple windows open. So I'm going to keep this Google Drive opening because I'm going to be uploading photos from there, or I'm going to be downloading photos from there onto my device. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to stop the recording while I do this, so it doesn't take so much time, because all you're going to do is watch me download all these photos onto my device. So just a reminder, you have to have a good connection. Of course, I'm kind of spoiled. I have a super fast connection here at home. However, 4G connection works great. You don't want to start a project if you have a poor connection. Okay, so you have your instructions. We have our photos. We have like a logo. We have a header here. We're set. After I get all this on my local machine, all these images on my local machine, and put it in a nice customized folder, we're going to start building this site. Okay, I downloaded all the photos onto my local machine. So if I go to gallery, I created a new folder called OI IFBB, and of course there's nothing in here right now. So we're going to move all the photos that I downloaded onto my local machine into that folder. So this is not a lesson on how to use your device. So I guess you're going to have to figure out how to use your device, because some of you will have iPhones, some of you will have different Android machines. So this is a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I'm highlighting all the images that were recently downloaded, and I believe that's it. So I could simply select move to album and select the album that I want to move it to, which is OI IFBB. There it is right there. And it's moving. Okay, so it's all moved to that specific folder. Now that I have this folder, I'm going to move it to the top to make it easier to access, because when I create a site, I want to be able to access that folder immediately. Okay, so now this folder is on the top, and we are ready to go. We are ready to create a site. So let's go ahead and minimize this. We want to keep a few things open. We want to keep our gallery open so we could upload photos with these, but we also want to go to that Google Drive document with the instructions. Okay, so we have these two open. We don't need Drive open anymore. Okay, now we are going to open PageMakerKit. So let's go to our home screen. I have PageMakerKit right here. Let's go ahead and push PMK. And we're going to log in under one of our account names, Team 3. And there's a few modules that have already been used. So I'm going to start with a fresh one. So site number 3, as you can see right here, we're going to press that and we get a generic site, and we're going to go ahead and start building the site. So first thing to do is read our instructions. So what's our first step? Theme properties, don't worry about it. Let's get the logo up there and let's get these links together. So link Oi Carlton, link blog. Let's go ahead and minimize that. And right here you can see welcome team 33 to get started, settings icon on top. So that's this button right here. We press that. And we're going to go to images to upload a logo. So it's already on the logo thing. So all we have to do is choose upload. And we'll find it in our files. And no, you don't want those. So we're going to go to images. Yeah, and there's our folder. And we can scroll down and find that logo. There it is right there on the bottom. Okay, now that's ready to upload. So we're going to go ahead and upload it. Okay, now you see it shows here. We could delete it if we don't like it. But to refresh it, to see it on the page, we have to hit the logo, the PMK logo. Okay, so we got the logo up. Let's go to our instructions and see what's next. Let's create some links. Let's create Oi Carlton, blog, past shows. So we're going to go to this button again, and we're going to go to pages, local link. So we're going to press this button called local, and we're going to type in Oi Carlton. All right, so icons, we could always change it later, but I'm just going to put stars for our icons for now. And it's not a format, it's a custom, so we'll keep that custom button. That's the default. Create, and we have a link. Now, I could refresh the page and look at all the links, but I'm going to just go ahead and try and do all the links all in one shot. So I believe the next link is called blog. So we're going to do the same thing, hit local, hit a star, and we're going to type in blog. Okay, I don't want all capital. So let's make that capital B, L-O-G. Okay, and we have our star create. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I believe the next link is called past shows and my services. Okay, so past shows and my services. Past shows. You guys got to excuse me if I cough because I'm still kind of getting over some congestion. And my services. And the same thing, we want to hit this star. Keep all of our little icons consistent right now. Okay, I accidentally pushed the wrong button. Past shows. Well, let's take a look again because okay, past shows. So my services is what we need. Okay, so we have 4 links. I believe we need appearances and a contact form. Okay, appearances. And this one's going to be a little different. Contact form, or just contact. Okay, and we could probably use a different icon for this since, well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and use that email contact, and let's change the button to form mail. Okay, and that will set a form by default. Let's go ahead and scroll down and create, and we have all our links together. Now, if you go to this top navigator menu, you will see no links because we need to refresh the page. So we refresh the page by either refreshing the whole browser or pressing the logo. And now we can see all our links are together. Okay, so now that we've gotten past creating all the links, we could do the title header or the OI header. See this link, this first link that the page goes to, there has to be an image called OI header. So let's go ahead and do that. Now to do a header is a little tricky. It's a customized job. Right now you can see we are on the OI Carlton page. So to do that, by the way, this button right here is to post content. So that's if we want to start posting content like images and text content. However, we are still in a customized mode. So what we want to do is hit the settings button and go to images again and scroll down a little, and we will see create header images. So now it's follow the instructions, says select page, and we want it on OI Carlton. And do we need a catchphrase? We don't need one at the moment. Do we need to position that catchphrase? No, we don't. But we could do the image height. We could get a feel of how big. Sometimes we'll specify how big that image header should be. But I'm just going to put it for 300 for now. And there are no buttons that we want to add. And we don't have any links to add. So let's go ahead and upload the photo and scroll down to, here's the OI header right here. We're going to select that and upload. Okay, now you could scroll down and see if it uploaded, and you can see right there it did upload, and you could edit this, edit the size, you could delete it if you want. But let's go ahead and take a look to see what it looks like. Let's press our logo and it should go to the home page, and there you have it. You have our header image. Now on desktop this will look more full screen. You'll bleed from edge to edge. On a computer, on a phone, of course, it's going to be a little bit smaller. But I like that so far. But what's missing here is the color. The colors are not matching. But we could do the colors at the end. We want to have a black theme with pink buttons. We don't have to do that right now. Let's just go ahead and get more content on here. Hey guys, I took a short break because I discovered we have a disturbing bug. Now I'm not sure if this bug is on our end. It's more of a third-party tool that we're using called TinyMCE, which is the text editor. And I'm going to show you the bug in a second here. However, I took some time to figure out a workaround, a temporary workaround. Now this workaround will only be temporary because we will resolve our problem. We'll probably have to redo our editor. TinyMCE is a text editor where you could bold things, you could create headers, you could highlight, create bullets with your text, and we're having issues on the mobile version only. So let me go ahead and show you that bug. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and cut and paste OI's bio. Okay, so we're going to copy that, and we're going to go back to this page, and we're going to hit our edit button here. We're going to add content. See this little edit button? And we have our page title, which we're not going to use right now. That's a good tool if you're going to create what's called a gazando, where it's a photo gallery and you want to put a title on top. That's what that is for. Subpages, we're not going to use subpages because this site doesn't require any subpages, meaning a link within a link. So if you have for example, a link that says articles and you want to have multiple articles under that page that says articles, that's how you create it through subpages. So we're going to go to text only, And this is where we have the issue. So I just copied the text, Oi's biography, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and paste it. Now look what happens. It's given me these weird options. There's no paste options. And if I use it from the menu, paste, look what happens. Your browser doesn't support direct access to the clipboard. Now this is a TinyMC issue for mobile only. If you use your desktop, you won't have this issue. However, the whole idea about this demonstration was to actually create a website using your phone. And I figured out a workaround. So if you have this issue where you cannot cut and paste text into this text box, we go to source code, okay, tools, source code, and we could paste it here. Okay, so you gotta kind of like play around with this window a little because you see, there you go. You got to find the OK button, which is way down here. Once you hit OK, it'll paste. Okay. So now we have that text in there. And if we need to add spaces, we need to edit. Let's go ahead and post it. And now we could actually go in and edit things. So if we want to add a space, well, let's take a look at our original document. I believe we have a space right after bodybuilding. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that space. And there it is right there. And we'll create that space. And do we need to highlight anything? No, doesn't look like it. I think that's about it for the page. So we could go ahead and save, edit. Now, another problem that we have here, you see we lost the top header. So we could always go back, but our top frame disappeared. We're probably going to fix that a little bit later. That's because we had to do some modifications with editing. But we could refresh the page and everything comes back. Now, on Android, you just simply swipe the screen and refresh the page. If you're on iPhone, you may have to hit a few buttons to refresh the page. Okay, so now we have our text in there. Sadly, we had to use source code to get it on there, but like I said, that's only a temporary issue. We will fix the problem. Let's put something right here. Let's put a title. Let's just put Oi Carlton figure competitor or bikini competitor. So we're going to edit the title and we're just going to put Oi IFB Pro Bikini. Okay, I already kind of had that preset. I'm going to save, edit. Okay, and now it's looking a little bit better. Refresh the page. And we are pretty much almost done with the home page. So let's look at the home page and see if there's anything else. We want to put this image with this caption. So let's go ahead and copy the caption right now. Okay, and we have to go to the source code again. So we're going to press that edit to add another page. We're going to go to text only. And of course, we cannot paste again. So we will go to source code, paste it here. And scroll down and hit OK. All right, now that it's on the page, you could hit post. And we have that post on there. So now we want to add the image. And we can simply do that by editing. And it says add photo. And I believe the image, well, let's check our source again. Now, like I said, we're using our phone because we're trying to demonstrate that it can be done on the phone. So on that page, we want this image, show NPC news. So let's go ahead and find that image. Choose file. Okay, and there it is right here. Second photo right here. So we're going to select that photo and we're going to upload. Scroll down and there we have it. Okay, and we don't really need to put a title here. We just want to add a little bit more to the blog. And you could see later on we're going to get rid of all these borders and we're going to do what's called a full bleed on the page. So let's go ahead and press our logo at the top and see what the page looks like. And it's coming along. We have text. We could adjust the text later, making the text a little bit bigger if we want. But let's go ahead and move on to the next link. So this link is pretty much done with content. We will edit the page after we get all the links filled with some information. So let's go ahead and press this and go to blog. And let's create this page. So let's go to our instructions on blog, and there's just a few images that we're going to put here. There's 8 images actually labeled blog. And why don't we go ahead and do that, and we'll do the captions after. So we're going to press our edit button, and we're going to do image and text. And let's go ahead and select a file from our computer, anything that says blog. So this one says blog. We'll start with the first one, and we're just going to go ahead and upload it. Okay, we got the first one. We're going to repeat image and text. And another photo that says blog. Okay, image and text again. We are just going to move along till we get 8 images on here. So the thing is that's going to be tough is to keep track of everything. So you may have to have a good memory if you're using your phone. If you're on desktop, it's probably easier to keep track. But reviewing everything, see now we know that there's 3 images on here. We know where we left off. So let's go ahead and keep going. Image and text. Choose file. This is a blog comparison. Image and text. So if you had a notepad, it'd probably be easier to keep track as well. Kind of screwed up there, but let's go ahead and select that blog comparison and upload. So let's go ahead and take a look at our page and see if we did any duplicates. Yeah, we did a duplicate here, so we could easily delete that. Okay, so that's where we left off, is this comparison photo. So let's try and keep track this time. Pull up. All right. So we've done the blog ship. We're going to move on to blog selfie. Of course, I have a fast connection, so everything is uploading pretty quick. Once you get the hang of it, it goes by a lot quicker. Blog selfie, blog prep. It's a lot of photos, but more content, the more beautiful the site's going to be. Okay, so blog prep, I believe that is it. So we uploaded all her blog images. If we forgot one, we'll go back to it. But let's go ahead and see our site, PageMakerKit site. Let's go back a little bit. There it is. Hit our logo and take a look at that link called blog. So we have a bunch of images here. No duplicates. So go back to our instructions, and it shows that we are supposed to do 2 captions. Transformation, blog comparison, and blog pull-up supposed to have captions. So we're going to go ahead and copy and paste that. Copy the blog comparison. And we already kind of know which photo it is. It's this one right here. So we could go ahead and hit our edit button at the top. And then once again, you have to scroll down and edit. Press another edit button for that specific image. Okay, so now here, once again, we're going to have an issue pasting. So we're going to use source code. Okay, and let's save that. And we have the caption. Okay, there it is. Here's my transformation. Clearly didn't happen overnight. So the other caption that we're supposed to do is this blog pull-up. Let's go ahead and copy and paste that, including our hashtag. Blog pull-up. And we kind of get the idea of what image that is. That's this one right here. So let's go ahead and press edit. Hit tool source code. Okay, so my clipboard, okay, there it goes. All right, that looks good. And save. All right, so we are pretty much done with the blog page. Let's take a look at it again. We did the 2 captions that were required. We got all the images up. Later on, the client she'll be able to add more context to this, maybe tell a story of each picture, and that's her job because this is just a starter site. So I'm going to stop the video right now and jump back and go ahead and do past shows, my services, and appearance. But let's go ahead and stop this video for a second. Okay, I stopped the video and I uploaded a bunch of photos because it was fairly redundant. But let's go ahead and open up PageMakerKit and see where we left off. So when we press this link, you'll see this button, Past Shows. I went ahead and uploaded all the images because I don't think you guys wanted to watch me upload all these photos because it was just, like I said, fairly redundant and a waste of time for you guys to watch, actually. But anyways, that was only about 5 minutes of work. And now the next step is to create my services. So there's nothing here right now. We're going to go back to our master list and we're going to go to my services and we're going to copy and paste this. So copy and paste using the source code. So let's go ahead and do text only. And once again, we're going to have to use the source code to paste it. Now, this is where we're going to have to do some formatting. So after we post it, we could go ahead and edit the way it looks. Right now, it lost all its formatting. So we know there's a space here, and we know there's it starts with a bunch of bullets. So competition prep instructions for training workouts customized for you. So we'll just do a little bit of formatting here. This is what is offered. Okay, so now that we have all the spaces, we're going to create bullets. And that's really easy once you're in the format mode. So we want to start right after includes, and we're going to highlight all of that. We want bullets. Okay, it looks like I lost it there. So let's go ahead and highlight. Of course, this is a little more tricky to do using your phone. Okay, so I'm going to hit this bullet button and see what it looks like. And there's a few things that shouldn't have bullets, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, that looks more like it. All right. Now, we could adjust the text fonts using this editor, but we could also use it using the master editor on the page. But let's go ahead and save this. And I think I want an image with this, so I'm going to go ahead and find a photo that's appropriate for my services. And I believe this is the appropriate one for this. This is a collage of one of our competitions. And that seems like it belongs with this service image. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh the page. I'm going to wipe my finger down and refresh the whole page that way. Now that we have past shows and we have my services, we have a contact form ready because that was built automatically. We need to create this appearances, and that's simple. I'm just going to go ahead and type no appearances at this time. No appearances scheduled at this time. So that's the important thing, is to get all the text onto the site at first. So every single page has images or text, or images and text. So let's go ahead and review all these sites. Okay, appearances, we could probably add a photo later. Well, let's do that now. So we're going to edit, add a photo, and I think the most appropriate photo is going to be this one, the show. And there you have it. Okay, so the thing that we want to do now is format a few things. Now let's go back to our instructions, and what we see is all the content is, oh, we have to create a button, sorry. So this button, enroll, and we want that to go to eFedX. That should have been specified here, but we did not specify it. So when we go to my services, there needs to be a button down here. So we could go to the edit and scroll down, and we'll see another edit button. Scroll down and we will have this create internal button link. So it's easy to miss that feature, but if you press that, you could create a button link on my services, medium button, and we're going to just put enroll. So once we press save, we will have a button. There it is. And when we press that, that will go to a different page. eFedX, we could change that right now if we want. So we want that button. Well, actually, we can't do that right now, but we will do that a little bit later. I'll show you how to create a button that will go to an external site. This is an internal button link, but that's fine for now because we will create a separate enroll page that goes to eFedX. So the last step that we're going to do is actually change the color. So we're going to go ahead and press our setting buttons and go to layout. So layout is right here. And now we have all these fields where we could change colors. So border, we're going to go to no border and save changes. And to really activate the changes, I would press the logo again, just so, see, none of the borders are removed. So just so you activate it, because that's kind of an important feature right now that we will be fixing a little bit later. Main color backgrounds, our title bar is gray right now. This is the title bar. If you don't know what these are, there's a question mark here, and you could get a nice description and image on what is what. That is the logo, that is the title bar, that is the background. So you have that little question mark right here that gives you a little bit of instructions. So our title bar, we want black. So we choose that from the palette. Let's select color, press the logo. Okay, go back to layout, and we're going to go to background color, which we want black as well. Black, select color, press the logo, we will have a black background. Now this box is still white, the header box are still white, so we need to change those as well. Go to layout and scroll down a little, subheader box colors. Well, box BG colors, it's white right now, or transparent. Choose black. Okay, and I'm going real fast because box font subheader background, we want that black as well. We're just going to do a complete black theme. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We have images that are fully bled. I don't like the color of the font, it's too gray, so we're going to go here and we're going to change the color of the font, going to fonts. So we can't change the color here actually. We could change the style. Let's do comfort A, select. Let's do a different, for the header font, we want it maybe size 20. And for the back body font, we'll do comfort AA as well. Font size is okay. Okay, so now we could go to layout again. We're going to change the font color. Font color right here is kind of gray. Let's do white and then save. But we want our header font to be pink. So we are going to layout again and subheader font color right here, and we want to choose a nice fuchsia pink color. Select color, and you can see it changes right there. All right, so this site is pretty much done. We could go ahead and see every page. We have a nice full bleed left to right on the images, and if there's a caption, there's another there's a captions in white. Okay, past shows, we looked at that. My services. Okay, I don't like the size of this font, so I want to make maybe that a little bit bigger. So we could go ahead and press our edit button, press edit, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight most of this. Okay, it takes a little practice if you're using your phone. And we're going to use format up here, and we're going to change, I believe, blocks. Yeah, blocks to heading 2. So that's a lot bigger, but let's go ahead and see what it looks like anyway. Scroll down and save edit. And okay, well, I kind of like it. I kind of like it big. It's pretty much straightforward. Glasses in your face, the services. Okay, so of course we lost our header at the top again, so we have to refresh. And this site looks practically done. We got our services. We have appearances, which is, there's no appearances scheduled at this time. We have our contact form. We have past shows, images. So the last thing to do is to log out and create her parking page. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and close this and log back into PageMakerKit. It's difficult to go back. That's why I'm not hitting any back buttons. And we know that it was site 3, but what we're going to do is hit this button and check folder availability. So I'm just going to put OI, lowercase, all lowercase, IFBB, just like that. And we're going to search for that folder. And congrats, directory name OI IFBB is available. Create this directory, yes. Okay, so it shows you right there. That's the new directory and how to get there. Now she could buy her own domain, or we could register her own domain where it could be like oiifbb.com, and we could link it to this site. But for now, if you want the direct URL or the permalink, that is the permalink. There are more links on how to get there. You could always access the page using these, and you could always access it through the admin panel. So let's go ahead and refresh this page actually. And what will happen is you'll see it's now labeled OI IFBB site 3. And when you go there, you will get her full site. So this is already public. You can go to that link and let me go back, see if we could go back. Doesn't want to go back. Okay, well, let's log back in. And you could go to actually some of these links if you want. There it is right here on the bottom. And visit the public site. See, there's no edit buttons. This is what the public will see. And you're able to create a add to home screen. You'll be able to create a icon, but of course you don't have the main icon. But if you do add, you do get an icon on your desktop. And here it is right here. Oops. There it is right there. You could press that and you'll get a full screen mode of her site. So there you have it. I created a site. It took me about, I don't know, about 30 minutes. I did take some breaks to upload photos, but I created the site entirely using your phone on PageMakerKit. So I hope this video helps. Catch you later.